Hello, Michael Price. Hello, good sir. Garage is looking awesome. Amazing what you can achieve in a short amount of time. Yeah, just that, especially with the headphones on, some music on, right? I can really zone out into it. So, yeah. There we go. We've hit 5 likes already. Everyone's rolling back in. That's fantastic. Yeah. Do I taste good? Thanks, dog. The camera might be a little grubby. Hang on. That's better. That's a bit better. You're right there, dog. You know you got muddy paws on my pillow, right? Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, dog. You're a true blessing. You know that? So we're going to make a little Nescafe sachet there. I won't do too long tonight. I want to go. I'm covered in car, and I'll go have a very good shower tonight. Scrub all the car off me. Not too bad. Grumpy on the hands. So, how's everybody's week going? How's your day? How's your evening? How's life? Hello. Yes. Hi. Can I have a little space, please? I don't need taste testing, dog. Oh man. Oh, one of those. Oh, another one of those days where I'm tiring myself out, but it's good. I feel good at the end of the day. You know, I'm putting in the hard work. I'm tired. I'm sore, but I'd rather be tired and sore than depressed. I'd rather be tired and sore than guilt tripping myself because I didn't do enough. You know, I think I struggle with that more. You know. Zed, stop scratching, dude. Hey, enough. Oh my gosh. Did that I put up a donation goal thing. I just don't know if it appeared, guys. Is it there? Oh, did it not start? Oh, only one can be active at a time. Okay. Why is it not showing me that at the bottom? Can you guys see the goal thing I put there? I haven't done. I think I tried to do one once before. I've had the chat stop too. Is my chat broken? Because the last message I have is Michael Price saying much respect. Give me a moment here, guys. I'm just going to reboot the app. There we go. Oh, yep. Well, we'll see. We'll let some people flow in here. If anybody has a self-improvement question, anything like that, do let me know. But beyond that, we're just hanging out. Oh no. What time is it here in little old New Zealand? 5:46 p.m. 5:46 p.m. Alright, I'm good. So, how was everybody's day? What did you get done? What went well? What didn't? Who's got a story? Oh, I think I earned this coffee. At the end of a work day, I always used to go for beer, but then I had problems with the alcohol. You know, now these days it's over coffee at the end of the day. Does that mean I'm getting old and lame? Apparently I'm unk status now. Apparently I'm unk status because I'm old. Too many people in comments putting AI profiles. Is there? I don't know. Who isn't an unk at this point? Fair. Yeah. Millennial immediately means you're really old now, right? It's like, oh, you're over 30? Oh, you're a dinosaur. It's like, I'm not a dinosaur. I wish I was a dinosaur. Am I the only one with a person with like a bit of an unhealthy obsession with dinosaurs? Whenever I see anything dinosaur related, I'm like, hell yeah, man, dinosaur. You know, it's like that part of me never grew up. It's something that just reaches out to you. That's a lot of Z's in the name, mate. I like that. You love me. Oh, thanks, mate. I like it when people love me. It's much better than being hated, which is what happens more often on here, right? I'm hated more than I'm loved. I was having a very good discussion with a friend today, very close friend, and he was talking about how my channel is different to every other channel he's ever seen on here. It's just he scrolls through, and he said I'm the only channel he's seen that's really truly trying to help people with like mental health, self improvement, and that, and like putting myself out there rather than a fake thing. And I was like, oh, okay. When I started doing it, I was like, well, that's what I want to do on YouTube. I figured there were a lot of other people that were like authentic in that way, but I kind of understood what he said, you know. I sort of understand what he means a bit better these days. Football or nah? Oh, I don't get into it myself. No, I don't follow sports myself. It's an interesting name, Tomato, with a picture of a tomato. Great to see you too, Z. I'm just going to have to call you Z. Or Zed. I'll call you Zed, actually. Well, my dog's name's Zed. There's a lot of Z's in that name. Smith Oven, how are you, mate? Howdy, how are you? Blackwell Mode says hot. Alright, thank you. Oh, it's cold here, actually. It's winter. It's winter here in New Zealand, so it's a bit cold. Yes, I get. Alright, guys, well, I don't know. Get the chat kicked off. I've been on here 8 minutes now. Things are going slow. Sometimes, we're sitting on 30 plus people in here. So, we try and get up to 17, 18 people. So, I don't know. Talk about whatever, I suppose. No, I can't do that, Ivy. I have a loving missus, mate. I can't do none of that for you. Can't do none of that for you. I'm sorry. But I tell you what, if you want a guy who's gonna be like that with you and stuff, maybe trying to get it through YouTube Live isn't the best idea. Yeah, in a caravan at the moment. I'm building a cabin here and a garage and stuff. So, g'day, Wanda. How are you, mate? Good to see you again. Apparently, I'm just being crushed on by everybody at the moment. Everybody loves me, or I'm just going to hide over here for a moment. Zed, can you... Hey, dude, enough. Zed, enough. Can you stop, aggressively licking yourself, dog? That'd be great. Have I watched... No, I haven't watched that one, Ivy. No. I'm just going to turn on the smoke machine, get into character a bit more. Just give me a moment. Oh, man, the muscle's going good, mate. Good, yeah, just flowing along. Building the dream day by day. Building the dream here. Little by little. Probably make that smaller and people will still read it. There we go. Just, I have to remind myself every day, the moment I get a bit frustrated, I look around at, what's happening. It's like it's all coming together. Just repetition over time. It's all gonna work out. Hydration reminder. Thank you, actually. Well, I'm having the coffee at the moment, but hang on. Thank you. Yeah, ADHD. Hydration reminder from everyone. Make sure you get enough water. This is good advice. Given we have an ADHD chat. So yes, if you are one of our ADHD viewers, it is time to consider if you've had water in the last 3 hours or so. Yes, if you have not, now is the time to have water. It will help you sleep better. It will help you function better. It'll solve most of your problems, actually, if you're hydrated enough. That's good. The owls are hooting in the walls. The kangaroos are stomping over the mountains. The gorillas are pounding their chests. The trumpets of ham pot pie shoulder side. Okay. It's a very interesting statement there, Chipster. I tried to Australian accent it the whole way through for you, but, there's no gorillas there and trumpets of ham. All right. I tried for you, mate. All right. I tried. How's everyone in the chat? Good vibes to you all. Honestly, I must get off here soon. Gotta eat something as my stomach feels hollow. Hey, man, remember your phone is mobile, bro. Take it to the kitchen with you. That's usually how I watch live streams and stuff. Like when I'm not eating on, like when I'm off stream and I'm eating, I'm cooking, I'm doing whatever. I usually have headphones on and somebody's stream going, like one of the bros streams, Have an awesome rest of the stream. All right, mate. Yeah, get some to eat, mate. I'll be here a while. We'll do a couple of hours if you want to reappear. Always a pleasure having you here. Won't do too long. I'm definitely gonna go have a very good shower tonight after all the garage work, all the sweat and carrying stuff. I'm feeling a bit. Yeah. Is it daytime in New Zealand? No, just 5:53 p.m. So sun's setting at the moment, mate. The sun is running away for the day. It's It's Thursday, 5:50 p.m. roughly. Here in little old NZ. You're a weirdo dog. What do you mean there, Dens? I think they're just asking a question, mate. Positive only chat, remember, Dens. They're just asking a question. They don't know. And yeah, I am in New Zealand. I'm not Australian. I am in New Zealand. So no, it's a good statement. You don't like creepers? Well, stop playing Minecraft then. Turn off the monsters. How about that? I can tell it's going to be a shit talk kind of evening on here. You're from America? Oh, awesome, Bumblebee. We got a fair few Americans in here. I think it's like 40% of my audience is USA. It's USA is a big viewership on YouTube. So, He's taking to trimming her own nails, as German Shepherds do. They trim their own nails. So that's apparently her little mission right now. The focus on her little face while she tries to trim her own nails. Yep. You try trimming her nails and she always keeps them short. I've never seen a dog do it before. I'd never seen a dog do that until I got that one. Am I in New Zealand? Yes, Baxter, I am. What about yourself, mate? How's it going? Kiwi? Oh, nice, bro. Nice, mate. Yep, Northland up here. I grew up in Auckland. Hey, Ray, good to see you, mate. Been a while. How you going there, mate? We're just having just a chill chat this evening. We've been in the garage on the last stream I did. I'm going to try and... I can light myself up, but it looks weird. Whenever I do... What about that? Is that all right? It's a weird filter it does. I don't know. Maybe that's better. So only me. No, I don't have that set up. Auto framing? No, don't need that. Yeah, I can smooth me face right out. See that? I can smooth me face right out, but then it goes all weird. I don't like the filters. I don't like all these filters and stuff. I just usually do the. Hang on, we'll try and do dark, do bright. Oh, we'll warm it up a wee bit. Warm up the image. Is that cozy? No, now I look like Donald T Rump. Why doesn't anybody call him T Rump? Just out of curiosity. Actually, no, we're not doing politics. That's right. Never mind. Look at that light up thing screwing up when I move around. I don't think it keeps up very well. Hey, misbehaving. How are you, mate? No, I don't get into any politics, Nuclear. Now I got my own life to worry about, mate. I got my own life to focus on, my friend. I don't have time. Like I'm on the other side of the world, so no, I don't have time for American politics. Doesn't affect my life. Like anything from politics that affects my life is beyond my control. So why am I going to stress over it or worry about it? Aussie authenticity for real. Well, New Zealand, but close enough. Most people think I'm Australian, so yeah, it's all right. Pretty much everyone comes on here and they go, "Are you Australian?" I'm like, "No, I'm not Australian." Near enough, though. Near enough. It's all right. G'day, Frank. Haven't seen you in here in a while, mate. Good of you to wander in. How you going on your world there, Frank? Good morning, brother. Good morning. Yeah, or evening here. We're just coming up 6 p.m. here. 6 p.m. Thursday evening, mate. I think I don't like this light up filter thing. Look, I put that filter on. Hang on. Look, I put that filter on. Now my mouth and me blimmin' words aren't at the same point. Hang on. If I change that. Is that better? That's better. Silly thing. Just popping on the way to work at Dexter. Is that TV show Dexter? Some people have said that. People say it just depends how long my beard and how long my hair is. Some people say I look like Abe Lincoln when my beard gets longer. Some people say 3 years Dagestan. People say all sorts, man. When I sort of really have a really short beard, or shave it off, everyone's like, "Oh, you look like Nick Jonas." I don't know. What I actually look like is like half my mum and half my dad, roughly. Something like that. So I think that's how it works anyway. You ever played Nintendo Super NES? Oh, I've heard of it, but no, I don't. I had what did I have? The first gaming console I ever had was a Sega Master System 2. And the only reason I got a Sega Master System 2 was my neighbour had got a PlayStation 1 like 6 months after it came out. So I bought their old Sega off them for like $10 or something. How do I like America? I don't know. It's a country. Can we stop having both dogs lick party now? Zed. Hey. Enough, dude. And you. It's probably enough. You done? Are you still trimming your nails? Okay. That's what German Shepherds do. They trim their nails. Yeah, the Genesis. Oh, nice. G'day, Travis. Yeah, going well, man. I just did a stream down in the garage. Did like a co-working stream, work with me stream of me cleaning up the garage stuff. Still making lots of piles of stuff, but soon we'll get some more shelves up. And it's going to be the difference, right? Is creating systems in life is really beneficial. Am I camping now? No, I'm building on this land, so I'm in a caravan in the meantime. An Atari 1600, mate. I remember I worked for months and months, and I bought a Game Boy, and it was like it didn't even have a backlit screen on the Game Boy. It was just black and white, I think, right? I just remember it had no backlight on it because I used to be playing Kirby's Dream World. We'd be going back from like my parents would go to somebody's place for dinner and we'd hang out at their house, whatever. We're heading back in the car up. I'm like, my sister's asleep in the back seat, and I'm just sitting there, I'm just sitting there like using the street lights with my Game Boy, trying to play Kirby's Dream World. I remember those were the days, man. Life was simple. All this adulting stuff, right? Any progress pictures have been absent. Oh, no, nothing posted. No pictures. Best to keep an eye on my shorts, bro. I'll do some shorts soon. I'll probably do one tonight from today's live. I'll do like a sped up, but with the segments from throughout. Yeah, I'll put up a short after this. I'll edit something up once I get off here. I'll get off here, have a shower, and then I'll edit something up. Then Susie will be home. Then we'll have dinner, watch a movie, eat something, go to sleep. Do it all again tomorrow. It's all right. It's consistency. That's what discipline is, right? I still feel better, tired, sore, going through it, struggling, all the facing everything, all the anxiety that comes with making decisions, clearing stuff out, clearing out my hoarding and stuff. It's way better to feel like this than depressed and powerless against it. To be taking action on it, I think, is something that's really powerful, The Game Boy was dark. I remember, yeah. I think like the only game I had was like Kirby's Dream World or something randomly. I don't know why. Nitro, how are you, mate? Yeah, I've got a PlayStation 2 now. I don't know if any of you guys saw that stream the other day. I was having a play on the PlayStation 2, racing against Susie. But the problem is I don't know if I can set up my phone for streaming that way because I'm on an old CRT TV when I do it. So I just pointed this camera at it, but it gets screen flicker. Now, I know my phone will do pro modes because I got the S26 Ultra, right? So it will do pro modes of video frame rate, but I got to see if I can like preset that in my camera settings so that when YouTube loads it, it does it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use like capture cards and all sorts. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out. You can pray for me if you wish, my friend, but you can do that in your head. As I say, I don't want it in my chat. I'm not anti-religion or anything. I just don't want people arguing over it. It's just because I saw it on other channels, man. I saw a lot of channels get destroyed by everything. Politics and religion, and like you can have your beliefs, whatever they are, but my channel's more to self-improvement, keep that positive vibe. So we just try and avoid arguments, right? Everybody's fighting over everything in the world, right? So this is meant to be the place to get away from it. It's a general idea. Oh, well, thank you, Fang. Thank you anyway, mate. I appreciate it. I appreciate your blessing, mate. I'll take all the good energy and good luck I can get. How about that? All right. I'll take all the good energy and blessings I can. Interior seems to be like a shack or a shed. It's a caravan. Could you give me a shout out? Surons are fun. You got a Suron, rad. I got a question. I've got a Suron kid in my chat. I have a question. I'm a motorcyclist, BMX, right? Like road bikes and that. I have a question about your Surons. I want to know this. How are all you kids at 12 or 14 or whatever buying Surons? Because they're like 6,000 New Zealand dollars. I imagine they're like 3,000-4,000 US. You're all over TikTok putting these parts on all these Surons. How are you buying them? Because when I was a kid, man, like I rode around the neighborhood and got paid $5 to wash a car, and like that bought me a BMX eventually. But a BMX was like $300. It wasn't thousands. How do you buy these Surons, kids? You run cattle. Okay, you're probably a different situation then. All right. I just see all these like TikTok kids or Instagram, whatever, and it's like Suron stuff comes up. It's like hundreds of these kids in the neighborhood on them, and I'm like, how are they all buying them? Maybe I just hung out with all the poor kids. Oh, that's what I was, a poor kid. Right, I still am a poor kid. Shit. Let's just say it's just something that went through my mind. You're running cattle around on them. Rattled. Jesus, bro. No, that's no good. That's no good. I've never been able to do that. I've always tried to hold on to that moral, I was taught, I have to earn everything, right? And that's how it is. So like I know how hard people work for things. So I just morally could never take anything off somebody, you know. That's my view on it. I don't know. That's my view on it. Like some people do it for political reasons or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. I just try to be kind to people. So I try make people's lives better rather than make suffering worse. That would be my whole moral compass. Is that, like, am I making things better or worse for the people around me or for other people in the world? You know, like, is me being on the world like a net positive for the world or a negative? And it's like I always want to be a net. My life should be a net positive on the world, a positive impact. You know, rather than my existence taking something from the world. That's kind of where I sit morally on everything, I suppose. I hope one day I can hear your views on America and our current situation. I know this isn't the place, but I know you're very intelligent. I'm just curious. I'm not even the person to talk about that stuff. Travis, you're gonna make me have to say it. I'm not naive with politics. I'm not an idiot, right? Like it's not like I've stuck my head in the sand and I have no idea what goes on in the world. It's just I've seen it for 30 years. I've witnessed it for 30 years of my life, right? It's the same reason I'm just like not religious and stuff. I'm very logical and I'm autistic. So I'm autistic and I have ADHD. That's my thing. So I was in special ed at school. I was in the back room. I wasn't in the normal classroom. I was in a little back room with my own teacher because I disturbed the class. I was a naughty child. Actually, well, teenager. But my view on America and all that is it's all these are not the people who run the world. The presidents and prime ministers are not the people running the world. So why am I gonna watch that TV show? The whole thing of politics in the world, the whole world that we see is a reality show they're creating. They want you to get angrier. They want people fighting against each other. They own all the systems, right? They've been constructing this system for over 100 years. The best way to win is to not play. Don't put your time at things you can't affect. That was the shift that changed my mindset, changed my view on the world. What can I control? What can't I control? My conclusion with politics in the end was no matter how much I'm offended by something that's going on in the world, no matter how bad I think that is over there, if I dedicate my life from today, I stop everything I'm doing, I start organizations, I do everything in my power to change that situation, how much impact could I actually have? And what would be the outcome? And then you dial it back to then people talk about it in live chats and things, and it's like if the only reach we can have, we're so upset by something happening in the world, and we're so like the politics matter so much. Well, then why are we talking about it with 10 people? How is that affecting it? It's like putting thoughts and prayers. I support whatever in your Facebook picture. I support da 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 thing that's happening. It's like you're not. I'm sending out my thoughts and prayers for everybody involved. It's like you're not able to affect these things. This is why I don't do politics. Because it's pointless. Yeah, the best thing you can do for your life, if you're worried about the state of the world, if you're worried about the politics, if you're looking at the politics like you're going to get an answer out of it, you're not going to. But the answer you're actually looking for is, what can I do with my time? Instead of like, what did Trump say today and what's happening with the war, and I need to keep up to date on this, what you need to do is take that time and put it at your own life. And put it at your problems, and put it at that, and put it at your family, and put it at your work, and whatever. So despite all of this existing in the world, you're actually trying to find some kind of way to make things a bit better. Because there's no point putting your time over there because you're not going to change it. But, it's easier to, but this is where they've got most of the world. It's easier to bitch and moan and go, oh, well, all this is going so I can't do what I want to do in life. It's like, it's your life. It's your time on earth now. You only get it once. So, what do you want to do with it? That's what it comes down to, right? Hey, Jamie Lee. How are you, mate? Can't fight human nature. No, you can't, Frog. Human nature fight. Well, it isn't. It isn't, right? Like we're not here. We're not here fighting. We're not here burning down each other's village. I'm a random guy from New Zealand, and we can get people here from all over the world of all different beliefs and everything, and we can just hang out and have a chat every night. So I don't think I think they've convinced us humans are like that, and that's the nature of humans. I think if you force it, but I mean, if we just control things and create the outcome, I can have a pleasant conversation here each night, right? I want to separate people and not just come together as one. Exactly. That's how it works. The Romans used to do it. Every leader historically has done that. How would you control if you're like a little royal family? You're a king and a queen sitting there, and you've got heaps of people under control. How do you stop those people coming and taking your castle? How do you stay in power? How do you stay at the top of that hierarchy when there's a lot less of you, and you're the royalty or you're the leader of something, and there's this huge thing under you of way more people that could easily overthrow you? How do you control that? You keep the people fighting with themselves. If they're bitching too much about the government, you put on a show. This is why they built the Colosseums. The Colosseums were built, we're going to put out people in lions and swords, right? Why did they do that? Those events were free. So that when the public were angry about everything, oh, hey guys, come on down. We got a fresh event. We got a fresh, whatever, short drop and a sudden stop. We're doing some of those today, and everyone comes out, oh, look, we found a witch, right? It's all the same, right? It all works the same way. It's, that's what the Romans, that's what they did with that's what they did with the Colosseum. It was a free event. Oh, guys, there's food, there's drinks, wine, everything. Come down, have a good time. Like, blow off some steam. And everyone goes away all merry and, oh, life ain't so bad. Because day alcohol still does that job. Look at like every sports event. Beer, NASCAR and stuff, right? Alcohol and, I don't know. You're always in competition with other humans for jobs, women, money, all that. Yes and no. Not in competition with everyone, right? Not in competition with everyone on Earth, really. Your circles are a lot smaller than that, right? Like your radius on the world is pretty small overall, This is sort of the only way I can reach the rest of the world. You're back. Sauron, g'day, mate. Well, I'll catch up on Outpost here. I'm not okay. Got me paced in the house. I haven't talked to my wife in weeks. I might shut off even if mine gets worse after it goes quiet. Yeah. It's overstimulation Outpost. It's just too much going on. I would suggest music or a movie. Something you can actually focus on would be my suggestion. Try and really reduce sugar, reduce carbohydrates. They're sort of the things that stop me from being overstimulated. So like too much caffeine will make me just like really on edge. Kind of using alcohol, even Coca-Cola. Me and Susie were talking about that a couple of days ago. After those couple of bowls of Coca-Cola I had, I felt like absolute crap the last few days. So I'm making sure I got to stay on top of not having that stuff. I keep slipping and having stuff like that when I shouldn't, You try and find something you can. Celtic might have some good input there actually. I think. So they're on the right channel. This person going through what you're going through. Yeah, Celtic. Would you be able to? Do you mind giving him some input there, Celtic? Because I know that's something you've gone through recently. There, Celtic. If you can help Outpost, I would really appreciate it, mate. Messi Milano, how are you, my friend? Some tips for teens. Pursue what you want to pursue in life. Stay away from idiots. which is like 99% of the people your age as a teenager are idiots, the ones around you. You've kind of been put into school with a blend of everyone and all the idiots there. Once you're out of school, you get out in the world on your own thing. You meet different people. You don't deal with bullies, whatever. You'll meet people into the hobbies and stuff you're into. But when you're at school, it's a different situation. But just be mindful of the idiots. Never get in a car with a guy with an ego. That would be my advice to any teenager or any adult. But especially as a teenager, leaving the party, some guy, and he's the kind of guy who's going to show off to the girls and be a dick and not slow down. Do not get in that car. That's my advice. Just make wise decisions. Don't ever drink alcohol. Don't vape. Don't smoke. You'll get a lot further without it. Yeah. That's what I'd say if you're a teenager. And just chase whatever you want to chase in the world. Doesn't matter if you're family, friends, everyone says you're an idiot and says no. Whatever it is you actually want to chase. If I was a teenager again, whatever it is you want to chase, whatever your dream is, however big it is, start doing it now and you'll achieve it. You'll get there. Doesn't matter how crazy it is. You have time, you can do whatever. But you can also just burn your life away on a phone and video games and shit. And the problem is it doesn't click till you're in your 30s like, man, I could have done so much more with life. I could have really gone after some different dreams and stuff, right? So that's what I'd say to a teenager. Get out there and do whatever the heck it is you want to be doing. Make it happen. Find a way. Work your ass off. And you can make it happen. I promise you that. If you actually want it, whatever it is, you'll make it happen. You want to be world champion at something? You can make that happen, You can at least pursue it. You'll find out on the journey, right? But just chase whatever's calling to you. Don't be too nice. You'll get seen as weak, as Frog's advice to a teenager. Don't get too nice. You'll be seen as weak. Yep. You'll be able to protect yourself. But, yep. Let's make a religion tier list. Oh, God. That was clever, bro. I'll give you that one. That's good. I usually get these generic poor trolls. So, no, that was good. I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate the intellect, Ross. I appreciate that. So it's nuanced. Yep, that's it. That's it, Outpost. We're changing the game now, right? Dean says everyone should do meditation. That is good. Yes, that's good advice. Misbehave and said tips for teens. Limit your social media consumption. Be kind to others. Save as much money as you can. Avoid the... Wow. That escalated quickly. Yeah, I mean, another bit of advice for teenager would be like, if you're into cars and stuff, don't piss money into your cars early on. Everything I ever bought for cars as a teenager or in my 20s, every single thing I actually owned before I was 30, I no longer have. And that would be the case with most people I know. Like that car you loved at 18 or 22 or whatever, and you're working, you're like, oh, I need the new wheels. Oh, I'm going to put this on it. I'm going to put that on it. I'm going to put a banging stereo on it and all this bullshit. You'll just suck up all your money. And you're never going to have that stuff later. So just remember, if you're spending it into some old shit heap car or whatever, and you're burning away money, going out partying or whatever, you're never getting that money back. Get money. No, you don't have to be like a multi-millionaire, but just get things together in life. Just do not piss money away. Don't buy all these takeaway processed foods. Don't start vaping. Don't start smoking. Don't start drinking. I know it sounds boring, but it'll serve you long term. You'll be in the 1% of the world at 30. If you actually focus and actually go after whatever it is you want, you'll be the top 1% at whatever it is you're trying to do. But for me, it's too bloody late. I should have gone motorcycle racing 20 years ago. But I doubted myself. And I would have done very well then from how I was performing at track days and stuff, and the way, I could have done something with it. But it's not bad. Like I don't massively regret it or anything. It's just something I wish I'd done more with. I'm getting old now. Getting old. Yeah, Frog. I think what you mean, Frog, is you're saying like don't be too nice to everyone. Like that's the thing is there's a difference between acquaintances and friends, right? There's change this up. Okay. We're stepping up a notch. This could be game changing for the channel, guys. No other streamers copy me if you're in here. Get your own bloody ideas. Stop copying me. Here we go. Continue, my dear friends. Puppy. You're such a weirdo dog. Sure. It's very scary, yeah. All right, we got a new poll up. So if you guys want to discuss that, I know there's conversations going on between some other people here too. Evening, Tina. Good to see you, mate. MD, how are you, mate? I'll just make sure I get some other stuff here. I think I'm good. I think I caught up. At times, some thoughts may make us feel with a certain amount of urgency when all we need to do is just slow ourselves down. Easier said than done. Yeah. It's when I'm in that state, I can't function, right? It's getting out of that state, allowing yourself to let things out, let the feeling out, or if you're overstimulated and like your thoughts are racing, allow yourself to watch an old TV show you enjoy or a movie or something. Allow yourself time to just make a coffee, make a tea. I find cooking a meal to be quite enjoyable as well. I like cooking something. It helps me focus. Crushing my energy, yeah. Outpost, yeah. I had a question. Has anybody seen Bear around? I'm wondering how Bear was. We haven't seen Bear lately. He said he was lurking a while ago. And the last couple of nights I've been thinking, I'm dozing off to bed overthinking myself. I wonder how Bear's doing. I wonder how some of the other people around here. He was around here a lot. Just hoping he's alright. Nervous for next month, but also excited. I think this is a real stepping stone in my life. It is, Frog. Any move like you're doing is a stepping stone in life, right? It doesn't win or lose. It works out. It doesn't either way. You're gonna go have the experience, go on the journey. That's what it's about, right? That's the meaning of life. The meaning of life, the purpose of it all is to go on the journey, to have the experience, right? What do we got here? Perry Nays. She's bought some Perry Nays sauce, apparently. Some Nando's Pyrenees. All right. Very interesting. I wonder if I got topped up any olives or anything. I know she bought a bunch of steak today. Well, what else have we got? Some beef smash burgers. There you go. So that'll probably be dinner tonight. Some burger patties. Big thick burger patties. But we don't eat bread, so we'll do that like fried up with maybe some onion on it, cheese, jalapenos, some pickles sliced up on the side. Like, yeah. Susie usually does them where puts some pickles on them and some cheese, a little bit of cheese on there, and salt and pepper, usually an avocado on the side, something like that. Good stuff right there, is it? All right, I'll find out. I'll test out that sauce. We'll get to that. Test that one out. Very rewarding. 3 a.m. Can't wake the kids. No cooking here. It's long rest of the night if I wake the little ones. Yeah. Outpost. Just get some. Try get some headphones on, bro, and just zone out. Maybe podcasts are really good as well. That'd be something that got me through a lot. When I was having those racing thoughts at night. Sometimes I still do, and that's usually what I'll go for. Is I'll put headphones on. I'll just play a podcast, sit here quietly with the podcast on. Or I'll play that bloomin' Slither.io game I've been playing lately. Game's addictive. It's good for your brain, though. You definitely can't think about anything else while playing that game. And get into the middle where all the snakes are, and yeah, it gets interesting. So I've been amused by that lately. Like a simpleton. Yep. That's great advice, Outpost. It's just working through it, right? Going through it at the moment. It's always horrible when you're deep in it, right? What does the word Kiwi have to do with New Zealand? Well, the Kiwi bird is the national bird of New Zealand. So Kiwi is a type of flightless bird with like a big long beak on it. It's got a beak like that long on it that probes into the ground. It's called a Kiwi bird. So it's the national bird. It's like the eagle, what the eagle is to America, right? But it's a bird that runs around on the ground of the bush and nearly went extinct. But yeah, that's why it is. Kiwi birds. I don't know, Frog. I doubt it, man. But I don't know. Alright, Dean's, no, I had enough of that, man. See ya. So just a reminder, just to people like Dens, if you're going to come in here, you need to understand that I do see every comment, and when you feign things and you try and do this in this clever way, like I've been watching it the entire time, right? Which is why I wasn't really responding to you. Okay? So, but if you're going to, like, the whole thing was leading up to what you just said there, and I'm not going to have that kind of crap. You know, this guy's talking about stuff, right? So I'm not going to allow people to. If anybody bullies anybody in here about stuff, then we have a problem, right? Because people are trying to actually talk about actual problems and need help. So just bear that in mind, guys. It's meant to be a positive conversation. Currently making tacos. Oh, nice, mate. Amused by what? Oh, g'day, Kurth. How are you? I don't know. What was I? I was amused by something. How you going there, Kurth? Good to see you, dude. Headphones and music are my best friend when I'm overstimulated. Yeah, miss. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely the case for me, you know. I either need to be like on a racetrack on a motorbike to clear my head, or like, yeah, if I'm overstimulated, I'll get a podcast on to maybe understand it better if I'm in that kind of state. Otherwise, I might just blast some music or whatever. But yeah, headphones for the win, man. Like the best investment you can buy. You don't have to buy fancy headphones. You buy some over ears like that. They're like $20 on Temu or, you know, Amazon or something, you know, just whatever. And it keeps you off your phone as well, because you can skip a whole track. You've got volume control, and you can hold the volume control buttons down, and it'll just skip a track on your phone. So literally, I just get YouTube Premium. There's no ads on anything, and I'm just uninterrupted. I can just go through playlists and stuff, right? And that gives me that focus. That's what I was buzzing along on today. I did about 2-3 hours of work in there before I put the camera on. I was just jamming with headphones and just churning away at stuff. It's been good progress today. I'm up in Northland, bro. Up in Northland, Rick. I grew up in Auckland, mate. Grew up in Auckland. Feeling useless, Judy. Nobody's useless, Kirth. No. Nobody's useless, mate. Every job has purpose, right? Somebody's got to do it. If that's the angle you're coming from, like, I've met a few people like that work sort of lower end jobs, like at the equivalent of like a Walmart or something. They're like, man, like there's like I'm not doing anything for the world in this job. It's like, well, you are. Somebody has to be there to do it. you know, without you there, somebody else I guess would have the job, but they would still be providing something, right? So no job is worthless, right? Someone said tacos, Bean. I was gonna say you'll. I think Gabrielle and Bean might end up together. I'm gonna call that now. Gabrielle, there's a lovely man from Guatemala here for you, who needs a good woman such as yourself, mate. So there you go. we found you a new man. I'm kidding. But yeah, if you mention jalapenos or tacos around Beantown, you're gonna get him excited apparently. Tacos are a superfood. All right, why are tacos? It's been a long time since I've had tacos. Are we talking soft tacos or like hard tortilla shell? I always liked them. When I was growing up, my mum would do them. She'd buy like an old El Paso. Why not have both taco kit? But it was like tortillas rolled up, and then they were in an oven tray, and then she'd put like I think a sauce over them or just cheese over them. But they were like a very soft big taco. But yeah, they all kind of ended up stuck together, and they had like mince and stuff in them. I don't know what you'd call them. Somebody tell me. Fill me in, chat. We're learning a lot here tonight. We're learning a lot. Without garbage men, entire cities would turn to shit. That's exactly it. And it's usually like you meet like garbage men and stuff, man, and they understand that well, right? They're like, well, my job is helping. My job is doing something. Now you've always got purpose, no matter the job. That's the thing. Some people go, oh, I won't take this job that's beneath me, or I don't want to identify as that, or I'm not doing anything for the world. So you're doing something. It's exactly what you're doing. You're not making the world worse. I don't know. Those kind of jobs are what keeps society running. Yeah. Again, it's like the unseen work on this channel. It's all the real work goes on in the dark. Like, what I think about whenever there's a power cut and like a bad storm and stuff? I'm sitting there thinking about the poor bastards who have to go out there and fix it, right? And get everything back up and running. And it's like still high winds and a storm, and they're up on a cherry picker, out getting it done. It's like 3 a.m. and sopping rain. Those guys are out clearing the trees. That's real bloody work to me. Though those people I respect very highly. The people who get out and do that kind of work, it's bloody hard graft, man. I've done some pretty tough labour jobs, but I think that's a bit past what I've done. Soft tacos, no doubt. Quesadilla. Love fish tacos. Nice. I don't think I've ever had fish tacos. I wonder what that was about. Playing as part of the team, yeah. Actively tried for doing my job right for like 8 years because they saw me as being against the company. Yeah, they're just dicks, Kirth. Yeah, they're just dicks, Kirth. Make your own company, bro. Make your own thing. Do whatever you want to do. You must be the captain of your own ship, right? You know what I mean? You've got to lead the charge on your own life. So yeah, find that way to do it. But yeah, you'll get that in workplaces, man. You'll get that all the time. This is how the world is, man. Like 90% of people are dicks. Like in places I worked in and stuff, the people I work for, the managers, the colleagues and stuff, like 99% of them are honestly just dicks. And that's why I had enough of it and went out and did my own thing. I'm like, I'm not doing this forever. Like, nah. I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna find a different way. some pepperoni salami here. Look, Marianne Verkerk on the back there. This is Marianne, everybody. This is Marianne Verkerk. This is our salami is made using traditional fermentation and drying methods practiced for hundreds of years. Try it on an anti-pasta platter, pizza, or in sandwiches. It is ready to eat straight from the pack, but if you want to save some for later, it's best kept wrapped in a paper towel and stored chilled. Enjoy. Okay. Our family has been making salami for New Zealanders for 3 generations. Gluten-free, 100 grams, there we go. Their family has been making salami in New Zealand for 3 generations. There you go, she has purpose. She's carrying on the family salami business her grandfather started. There you go. See? And now I get to enjoy some salami. Now, if the people didn't work in the salami factory, how would I be able to enjoy my salami? You know what I mean? Every job matters. Like, the person who probably made this was like, I just stand on a production line and shove these things in a box. But, like, everybody had a role in getting them to me. They had to go on freight trucks. Somebody had to build the refrigerated truck to put it in. Somebody had to bring the diesel for it. There's a lot that goes into getting this to my house, you know. But we don't appreciate shit, do we? You know how much had to happen for this to actually be in my house right now? How many people had to work and shit to make it happen? Okay. Imagine you were born in a little African village. You got no internet, you got no power, no nothing. Like, I think I got problems. No, we can all just go buy this, right? Num, num, num. Got to right size your problems. Are there bombers flying over your house right now? No? Well, then there's some people on Earth with a lot worse problems than you right now, isn't there? So your problem is probably isn't that bad. It's like, I don't want to clean my room. It's like, other people are like, I hope a bomb doesn't come through the roof from a plane. Or a drone or something. Right? You don't have problems. None of us have problems right now. That's what I think. Medium cheddar cheese, you think? Salami. Hang on. I've got some camembert there. It's a cheap one. A little bit of a couple of bits of camembert will do me, I think. Okay. Usually you want it room temperature though, right? But oh well. How come my biceps are getting so big? I have 2 secret boyfriends, Jeff. That's what it is. Jeff's come to troll me again. My biceps ain't that big, mate. Are you being facetious, Jeff? How's your day been, Jeff? What movie's on the schedule tonight? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think. We'll have to see. Yeah. Frog, yeah. Money doesn't take away demons, bro. Number 2, sliced pepper jack would be better. What the heck is pepper? Oh, I'm going to screenshot that. I got to look. Another thing I got to look up. The menu. Town wildfires have the air quality so bad we're not supposed to go outside. Can't see 50 yards in front of your face. That's wild, man. Celtics trying to send me meat in the mail. I'm concerned. You'll just have to fly it in. Get a pilot's license. Just put it in a big... Bring the whole freezer and keep it frozen. Cheese. I'm not going to listen to her though talking about putting on a paper towel. I'm just going to put it on the fridge. Alright. What time is it? I probably need to get these patties out. Oh, not yet. I think I'm almost out of olives too. Oh no. I'm almost out of olives, chat. So it's looking dire. I'm guessing Susie probably bought more pickles and more stuff. There's just no room in the fridge yet or not. I'm surprised. Oh, we got more pancake mix. Oh, I'm excited, chat. That's my one lot of big carbs for the week. I get pancakes for breakfast on Sunday. There you go. Yep. Hi, dog. You right there, puppy? Where am I from? I'm from New Zealand, mate. From New Zealand. Why is the camera so bad? Why is it so dark? I don't know what's going on with it, guys. I tried. I'm sorry. I tried. See, it looks all doom and gloom. Why does it look all doom and gloom? Hang on. We're gonna try and fix this. Yeah, it didn't work. Hang on. Silly thing. I don't know why it's got all these effects going on. Stupid technology. Yellow because of wildfire. Wildfires are terrifying here in Washington State. 1 year the fires were so bad the air quality index went over 400. Wow, okay. What does the air quality index go up to? I know I've heard of it being like 300 before, and they were saying that was bad, but I don't know. Oh, see, there's some crazy things can happen in life, right? You got to appreciate the normal days when everything isn't going wrong, right? Kia Zara, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Charity says red flag. Oh, Charity was the troll earlier saying something about what did Charity say? Something about doesn't like creepers or something. The first thing they said in my chat was, I don't like creepers. And I'm like, well, stop playing Minecraft then. And now they're saying a red flag. Okay. Well, Charity, I'd say you're a pretty big red flag if you've got nothing going on in your life but sitting in my chat for the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You don't like me, but you're spending your time here. That's probably a pretty big red flag. But anyway, we'll continue on. I think I'm going to enjoy a nice hot chocolate. Ronaldo or Messi? I don't follow the soccer, mate. I have seen some good some good podcast quotes from Ronaldo though. Seems like an intelligent man, but I haven't seen much of I haven't seen enough of Messi to know. Oh no, apparently they're both good people. I don't know, but I don't follow sports, brother. I just do some motorcycle riding and stuff. I'm all about living my own life, you know. These are slowly becoming mukbangs, guys. I seem to be eating more and more these days, so as I'm giving up the smoking, I'm eating more and more, so we're going to have some Cadbury drinking chocolate. I don't buy Cadbury chocolate anymore though. Cadbury chocolate's horrible. They made it all oily and it's not even real cocoa anymore and stuff apparently. But I like good old New Zealand Whittaker's chocolate. But yeah, this like really oily, waxy kind of blooming Cadbury now. I can't stand the stuff. Can't stand it. In a campus, yeah, I'm in a caravan, mate. Yeah, building a house at the moment. So in the caravan while I build my house. Only a small house, about 100 square feet. Well, we're building two of them. We're building two cabins that are 100 square feet and like a deck between. Yeah, it's all, you know. You see that on the daytime streams. You're in a camper, yes. Caravan, yes. Drinking chocolate. Never heard it called that before. Yeah, well, it's just their name for hot chocolate, I suppose. Yeah, Cadbury one. Hit the like and sub if you haven't yet, guys. We're nearly at 2,000 subs. If you have been here a little bit and feel like, you know, finding my channel again, I would appreciate a sub and a like. I'm nearly at 40 likes, so I don't mention that often. We've been on here an hour, so I thought I'd just, you know, give a little nudge there, guys. Vegan and vegetarian, what's the difference? Vegetarians, I think the main difference is they don't have any animal products. Vegetarians don't eat meat, and vegans don't have any animal products. I think is originally was the primary distinction. Vegetarians didn't eat meat. Sometimes some of them will have fish, but vegans are full no animal products, no eggs, no milk or any of that, no cheese. So 665 rocking the best advice I found. Jesus Christ teachings. That's an option. Personally, not for me, rocking, but yep. There we've got the floor open if people want to have their say what's helped them, you know. I do believe religion has done a lot of good for people, right? I was raised Christian. I'm just like I guess that's where a lot of my moral compass was sort of taught to me, I suppose. I don't know. Baptized and all that. But I mean, the last time I would have gone to church, I would have been like, you know, 8 years old or something. My parents left the church because of gossip and stuff, and just everyone was always talking stuff about them behind their backs and this and that and whatever, and trying to get involved in their lives and whatever. And they wanted to go to church, you know, for God, not for all this drama of people. So yeah, they walked away from it. They found it really unenjoyable. So that's my history with it. The vegetarians don't eat meat, but they'll have a lot of other stuff, whereas the vegans have none of it. No animal products for vegans. That's my understanding. Not even honey or yeast. Interesting. Yeah. Let's go by Elliot the Tank. G'day, Elliot. How are you, man? Vegans don't only eat organic. Oh, I don't know what's happening with that. Yeah, just Google if you're not sure, guys. Stay away from the gossip forever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a very critical thinker. I definitely I do see a lot of stuff that is like a bit much to be coincidence in the world, right? Like stuff that happens in karma and that. I go, okay, there's some kind of energy going on, but I just don't want to be like, oh, it's this, and I'm going to spend my life like reading scripture and like I'm going to devote myself to this one. You know, I'm just not that kind of. I was the annoying child in school who asked too many questions. So they'd give me a maths equation and be like, oh, use this algebra equation to solve this problem. I'm like, oh, why do we use this equation to solve this problem? And the teacher's like, just use it. I'm like, no, I want to understand. How does this work? Where does this math come from? And they're like, shut up and read your book. And I'm like, because autism. So then they put me in a special ed little back classroom where I wouldn't ask too many questions in front of all the other children. And that's kind of been the story of my life. G'day, Lightwood. How are you, mate? Mason, I'm so drained after this past week. Drove 13 hours there and back to see my grandmother before her treatment. Still processing the conversations I had with the Rellos. That's fantastic. You went to be there, though, Mason. That's awesome, man. Most people wouldn't, right? Most people would not go to see their grandma 13-hour drive before their treatment these days. Most people wouldn't, man. It says a lot about you. Hope the garage and project's going good. Yeah, mate. Yeah. ROC Empowerment. Yeah, going all right, man. Yeah. Chipping away day by day. I had a good solid day. The last stream I did, before this one, if you check the live tab, the last stream I just did a whole big clean up in the garage, and now that the floor's almost done kind of thing, now I'm starting to hopefully get some shelving and stuff in tomorrow. I am weighing up maybe waiting a week or something. There's some shelving I was looking at online. I'm like, oh, if the price comes down a bit, maybe it's worth getting some of that shelving rather than mucking around making some out of timber or something again. Good morning from Las Vegas, Nevada. Viva Las Vegas, baby. More sugar. After our conversation earlier, Celtic, I've had Blum and Elvis in my head all day. I've literally got Elvis in my head all day for some reason, Celtic. The moment I think of, Las Vegas, I think of Viva Las Vegas, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Anyway, I don't need to listen to more Elvis. I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to put that on my headphones when I'm in the garage tomorrow. I think I'm going to go through some Elvis. I think I need to listen to some Elvis. This could be good. It's been a while since I've listened to some Johnny Cash. Could do some. Johnny Cash is very, very somber, obviously, right? Look like a Russian actor. Oh, I look like a Russian actor. Okay, thank you. I look this up. I look upon letter. I go to the internet. I Google this name. I hope you're not tricking me. I want to see. I look like this Russian man. Think of Fear and Loathing. Yeah. Well, that's what I think of with Celtic. Yeah, he's talking about what goes on in his cars and that around Vegas. I'm like, I just see Fear and Loathing. If it weren't for all these bats, I'm gonna call the cops on me. Oh no. Not hearing, eh? Where are you from, Leno? What country are you from, mate? No, I don't know. Wait on. You'll be able to reply in 10 seconds. Hang on. Wait, Celtic, wait. Leno, I've wait. In 10 seconds, you can tell me. I've reversed the timeout. Hang on. Just wait on. 5, 4, 3, 2. What country are you from, Leno? Let me know, mate. Yeah, the mod was 2 on point, though. O block. I don't know what that is, mate. I don't think that's a country. Kenny Rogers. But it's not illegal to live in a trailer. So I was just wondering what country you were from. Chirac. Is that what China's going to rename it once all this is over? Welcome to Chirac. It's going to be a big, beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful sign. Chirac. Everything will be gold. It's going to give me an aneurysm. The American Stalingrad of Detroit. It's interesting. So you're going, Lano, you're going around. Are you like some kind of tortured genius? Because you're obviously well skilled on the internet in your history, right? Oh, okay. Interesting. It's very interesting, Leno, that you'd know those kind of things about Stalingrad and things like that. It would show that you're quite an intellectual person. So I do wonder why you'd waste your time just like trolling people. Are you lost in some ways? There's something we can help you with, bro. Mental health, self-improvement, the floor's yours, man. Otherwise, I think Celtic's about to ban you again. So, you know, up to you, man. But you seem like to not be an idiot. You know some history and stuff. So why are you going around trolling people? Seems like a waste. Oh, fine, Celtic. Have your fun then. Get rid of him then. Fine. Fine, Celtic. Oh. Trying to redeem him. I was trying to redeem him, Celtic. I thought I'd be nice. All he said was it's illegal to live in a caravan, he believed, and I was going to have a little fun with him. I feel like Sid in Toy Story. He's had all the toys taken away. Got nothing to play with now. I can annoy the dog, but she'll grumble at me. Dog, can I annoy you? Can I annoy you? Hello? Hello? That's a good pup. You're a good girl, you know that. Very polite. You get some sleep. You get some sleep, puppy. Good girl. Have some sleep. No, I haven't seen that one, Bean. You're a good guy, Mark, but I got you. Oh, I'm wholesome, right? I guess I'm wholesome or something. Too innocent for this world sometimes, eh? You reckon, Celtic? Well, now who am I supposed to talk to, Celtic? I've got 9 people here. Just talk to myself, I suppose. Mark is a good guy. That's why we come back. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Know the movie. Oh, yeah. All good, Celtic. All good, mate. Appreciate it. Oh. Maybe I'm getting old and senile, Celtic. Maybe I'm losing my edge in my old age. Oh no, I've just always been that way. I always try to give people opportunities. I always try and redeem people. I always go like, you know, if I can see some intellect and stuff, I'm like, man, like, why can't we have a real conversation? You know, why can't we? I don't know. I'm always trying to bloody save everybody. I don't know. It's all very simple. I felt depressed and shit. I looked into self-improvement for like 6 years, and I've spent my whole life, like since I was 18, off ADHD meds. I've spent 20 years unmedicated off ADHD and been in the pit of despair. Many times I sat in the pit of despair, sulking about my life, and just an immense pit of despair. For many years, playing video games and stuff. But now we're doing alright. We're back. We're back in business, baby. We're back on form. We're on the up. Your baby's up. Alright, mate. No stress, Outpost. You do what you gotta do there, mate. Great movie. Do you feel better being off the meds? Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely more chill. More chill. Like on the meds, I always achieved a lot, and everybody, you know, I was a model citizen on them, right? But it was like living as a passenger in your own life. I'd never give them to my kids or something. If I had kids, I wouldn't put them on ADHD med if they needed it. If they had ADHD, I wouldn't be medicating them. I'd be controlling their diet. What's all this then? I don't know. What is all this then? We're just having a wee chat, Sass. How are you this evening, Sass? Ice Bear says, I like you. Thank you very much, mate. On the meds for about 10 years. Yeah, from when I was about 8 or 9 until I was 18 or 19, yeah. 10 years on the meds, Powder. Awesome true story. Will you please sign contract I sent you? I tell you I'm not, no, I do not want to sell any fans. Will you please sign the contract I sent you? I do not want any fan deal endorsement. It is winter. If you say maybe I want you to sell only heaters, I would have been interested. It is cold. It is a good time. I can sell heaters right now. What am I going to do with all these fans? You're stupid. The wrong timing. Why would I sign this contract? It is stupid. G'day, Jans. How are you, mate? Where are you from? Hard to tell from the three accents. Sasha. Sasha. That's a very hard one to say. Sasha? Sasha. Okay, I'll try. You've been here before. You were here a couple of days ago. You came on by and said someone. I'm from New Zealand, mate. From New Zealand. So, Sasha. What country is it? Is it Swedish or something? Or is it just a nickname? You've made this very difficult for me. Yeah, I'll just have to call you Sass. Just have to call you Sass, I guess. Second to last one was best. Oh, crap. Sasha. Sasha. It says Sasha or something. It's like Sasha. Sasha. Hello, Sasha. Welcome to the channel. It's so nice to have you, to see you today. So nice to have you all here come today. You go to the festival, sell noodle, Paul. You must sell lots of noodles. There'd be so many customers. I love that goose. The goose in Kung Fu Panda. Sass is one of your nicknames, though. I like it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Getting better at that one. Getting better at the King Julian. Freaks. Yeah, sort of. I have to work on that one more. I have to work on my King Julian more. Wait, sir, I have a question. Yes? I'm waiting. What is the question? A question is good, otherwise you get an answer like 42. That joke will have gone over everyone's head. Yeah, I think there's like 2 people in the chat who'll get that joke. Without a question, I guess the answer will be 42. Can I welcome you to Earth? How about I welcome you to Earth? We were on this planet first. We were on this planet for many years before you pesky humans come along. You ruined everything. True story. Wayne's World. Excellent, man. Wayne's World, bro. I'm trying to remember. Another good movie was Dude, Where's My Car? It was a good one. New Zealand so far east was tomorrow look like. It's dark outside now. It's 7:05 p.m. on Thursday, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. It is. It's 7:05 p.m. on Thursday. Somebody just texted. Oh, okay. Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide, that's it. Yeah, had to create Earth, right? Because, it came out with the answer 42. No, the ultimate question. Well, I need to know what the question was first. That's what we're here for, yes. And then. And then, man, those old that was old school brain rot, right? It was like the and yeah, dude, where's my car? And then, Dumb and Dumber, all the scary movie ones, all that kind of stuff. We got a lot of those movies in New Zealand, like all the American Pie movies and stuff when they came out. Like they'd put those on TV like after like 8:30 at night and stuff, or whatever. And that's where we got like very Americanized. We got like all the American Pie movies and crap like that. All the meet the Fockers. Look what you did to Jinxie Cat. Kitty is sharing something. Who was asking a question? Did they ask? What's Celtic done now? Let me know if Bitcoin crashes. I got to pull out. Oh dear. What's in it for me, huh? What's in it for me, funny guy? You want me to tell you? I live in the future here in New Zealand. You want me to tell you when the Bitcoin crashes? There's got to be something in it for me, Come meet me down the pizzeria. We'll sort it out. Get you in charge of a waste disposal company or something down Boston. Have a great memory of movies for someone with ADHD. Yeah, I guess it's the autism. They fight each other. The autism and ADHD fight each other in a very weird way. It's good fun. Keeps life interesting, right? Keeps life different. Napoleon Dynamite. I never found Napoleon Dynamite funny as a teenager. I tried to watch that. Like, mates would always watch it. I tried to watch it like 5 times. I just found him so goofy. And, yeah, I didn't get the dry humor back then. I might need to watch it again these days. Bring some oil from the past would be cheaper. You want to know one of the weirdest things I learn't recently? And I'm kind of annoyed I didn't know it sooner. Did you know that fossil fuel isn't made out of dinosaurs? Like the crude oil we pull out of the earth is not dead dinosaurs and plant matter. Did you know that? They told us it's dinosaurs and old plants and stuff from like the Cretaceous period have all rotted and turned into this oil. It's not true. It's not true. The crude oil is the lubricant of the tectonic plates. It's part of the Earth's core around the tectonic plates. Earthquakes, plates slide under each other, right? That's what the crude oil is for. It's the planet's lubricant for the plates. Because dinosaurs and all the plant matter aren't as deep as they're drilling. They're going way deeper. They're going right down to the plates. That's where it actually comes from. I didn't know that until recently. So there's no such thing as fossil fuel. Apparently the Earth's mantle essentially produces it, so it'll never run out. Anyway, I'm enjoying life these days. I enjoy being alive, and I have no intentions to... Alright? Anyway, so about that Soccer World Cup, guys. Let's talk about that. That's what everybody should be focused on. Okay? Good. I'm glad we understand each other. Should I step away from the window? Can I talk about this on the internet? I'm scared. Look like Charles Dickens. Alright. Thank you. Probably more oil than there is salt water. That's what you're told is good. Yeah, probably more oil than there is salt water could be. It was actually my toast. It's alright. Oh, those crazies are here in Boston now. Oh, the crazy woman there in Boston. And what kind of crazy are they? They kind of like put a bunny in a pot, horse's head in your bed, or what are they into down there? What are they into down there in Boston? I watch hockey and soccer soccer. I watch hockey and soccer makes me laugh so hard the way they roll around holding their knee when somebody blows on them. Yeah, and then you watch people on MotoGP bikes, cartwheel at 180 miles an hour and dust themselves off. But, God forbid a soccer player gets tapped on the ankle. This is why I don't watch the soccer in there. It's just I don't know. Not for me. What time's Susie home? Oh, I shouldn't say Gabrielle. Maybe somebody might stalk her and take her out. I don't know. No, it shouldn't be long, mate. Probably about an hour away or so. About an hour away, mate. Oh, we're nearly at 50 likes. Holy crap. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. It has been a bit quieter here lately, I will say. Usually on these streams, we sit on like 12, 17, 25 people. It's been quiet all week on YouTube. And I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Get your hand off my... Anybody know that clip? So this is the problem. I don't know what references to use, because I wonder if most people won't get these references or have seen these. Strange Activity knew it, I think. Unless he's replying to something else. How you going there, Strange Activity? I like that Strange Activity only has the A's in uppercase. It's not like a normal name where it's the first letter of each name. That's the first time I've seen that. I like that. Strange Activity. Are you accentuating the A's because you're like into like anarchy and shit? Been around 4chan, have we? No way, bro. Tell me more. Strange Activity. Why have we got the uppercase A's in the name? What's it all about, man? Spell it out for me. I'm just spitballing, dude. I'm just spitballing. Just messing with you. Almost pissed. What are all these shows I'm missing? I'm missing something here. Why you don't show your face? Why don't you show your face on videos, mate? Well, what did I say that you were replying to about showing face on videos? What's going on there? Like what? Talking about Napoleon Dynamite. Okay. I'm just here, I guess. We didn't really get much in the way of advice. She didn't know way, bro. Then he said, Jesus, 100. Okay. Alright. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to please my audience. My God, have mercy on our souls for what happens next. Have at it, YouTube. Have your fun. Oh, God. Buckle up, buckaroos. Hang on, baby Jesus. This is going to get bumpy, as Ricky Bobby would say. There you go. Look, you see the new poll there? Look, have at it. Go on. Free reign. The Windows comment, dinosaurs, fossil fuel. Hello. Hello, boredom. Yes, what about the Windows comment, dinosaurs and the fossil fuel? Yes, or yeah, I might get it. They might come for me after that. It's maybe the FBI might turn up or something. What have I done? I don't know. I've opened. Oh God. Kyson. Oh my God. Wow. That's a way to start the conversation, man. I go, tell your best dad joke, and we get hit with that from Kyson. That's the first one, guys. Oh no. Go on then. Go on. Oh, let the internet be the internet. Go on, be the internet. Go on. Just whatever, fine. Tell your jokes, people. Humour me. Not really a dad joke, but still, oh my God, where is this going to go? You realise I can't read most of them out. You guys have to read for yourselves. I ain't in this, man. We're up to 17 viewers. Right, we're having more serious chat, 6 viewers. I go, tell jokes, this is going to get unhinged. I can't believe Kaizen started off with that joke. How does Harry Potter complain about high fuel prices? Expensive petroleum. It's so bad. Oh no, what have I don't know what I've done allowing this, guys. This is a bad idea. A man walks into a bar. Ouch. My dad went to get milk. I found him at the bar 20 years later. True story. All right. Was it a milk bar? What have I done? I don't know what I've done. We'll see what happens. We'll see how tame this stays. I don't know. That has to be a lie, Kurt. An Irishman walks out of a pub. Irishmen don't walk out of pubs. They get wheelbarrowed out by their missus. I'd be. No, I don't think I've ever seen an Irishman walk out of a pub. I had a horrible day. First, my husband gets hit by a bus, and then I lost my job as a bus driver. Oh, these just go on. Continue then. What do you got? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. We usually have more serious conversations and stuff, but we do like to have this. We do like to have a bit of a laugh. And people tell some jokes, and it's all a good bit of fun. Maybe I should save that for like Friday evenings or something. Though maybe we should schedule these a bit better. We could schedule these a bit better, chat. Why was the picture sent to jail? It was framed. Oh my god, what's wrong with you people? Sandra, I can't read that one out, bro. There's no way I can say that on here. Oh, it does sound like something a dad would say, though. I will file that under dad joke. I'll give you that one. What have I done opening up the floor to this on YouTube? This is not going to go well, chat. You bought this on yourself. I didn't do anything. This is not a men's accountability channel. I did not do anything. I am just sitting here as a citizen of Earth. It's on you people what gets said. I'm just here. All right. I had a car accident the other day. The driver was a dwarf. He got out of the car and said, "I'm not happy." I said, "So which one are you?" Grumpy, I guess. It's so bad, dude. I love it. Thank you. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We're going to pin that. I'm going to give you a pin on that one. Oh, Kath, no. Oh. Like I said, I can't read some of these out. Dude. Wow. Everybody check out Kurth's channel. Does horizontal video game streams. Kurth's Wraithwood there. He does horizontal gaming streams. He could do with some more viewers, to be honest, guys. He's got usually 4 or 5 people watching him. Plays Skyrim mostly. I've seen him play lately. What other games do you play, mate? Write yourself out a bit of a promo for your channel there, Kurth. We'll try to get you some viewers. Try and get some of these delinquents over your way. Wild, huh? Oh. Again, Sandra, I'll read the ones out I can, but damn, man. Keep up the good work, partner. Keep up the good work, partner. It's always a pleasure. I got to check off. All right, thank you, Chekhov. That was Chekhov was in Star Trek, wasn't he? The Russian guy. His name was Chekhov. Anyway, good to have you here, Travis, as always, man. And I hope you have a good evening or day or whatever you got going on, mate. Hope you're having a good one. Won't be on here too much long. What time is it here? 721. Yeah. Curse Wraithwood, there you go. He live streams like horizontal video game stuff. So RimWorld and Skyrim. There you go. Long plays with the occasional Halo or Helldivers 2, mostly second screen content. Yep, there you go. So if anybody's into that kind of stuff, check him out. He's got like the best voice ever. If you think I have a good voice, this guy is literally like a voice actor, top tier voice. Just check out one of Kurth. Look at any of Kurth's lives he's done lately, and he always opens up with an intro, and he's being himself, being himself, full personality. We gotta get him doing that the whole time. Yeah. Once he gets down to 1 or 2 viewers, he kind of just mumbles along, but there's always a good intro. There's always a good energy to open, but we need like 100 people in there to keep him going. Keep that man turning over. Got to dangle the carrot in front of that horse, boy. Have occasional Verticast content if YouTube agrees with me. Yeah. That's it, mate. Oh, back scratcher. Oh, that's the spot. Oh, yeah, it's good there, mate. Oh, good. Well done, man. Well done. Well done for what? And what other jokes I missed here? Keep up the good work. We got that one. I couldn't read the one from Sanjay. Again, I can't read out most. You guys are gonna have to read the chat because I cannot read out most of these for you. Some of them are pretty bad. I said dad joke. Dad jokes are like wholesome jokes. Like you go past a cemetery and he goes, "Oh, people are dying to get in there, son." Or you see that, son? That's the dead center of town. These are, the best dad joke my dad ever did. The best one, I know it's pretty common, but it made me laugh my head off, right? He goes to pull the vegetables out of the freezer drawer, and he spills the peas all over the floor. He goes, "Oh, I've peed on the floor." That was phenomenal. That is an absolute masterpiece of a dad joke. No, I'm from New Zealand. No, I'm not Irish. I could be a little bit Irish. Somewhere deep down, I could be a little bit Irish, but I'm not sure. But somewhere maybe deep down in my heritage, I could be a wee bit Irish. Maybe. I don't know. But as far as I know, it's English descent. I know it is on my father's side. It's English descent from a town in England, but I won't say what town because it's still my last name. I have some secrets on here. Good accent though. Yeah, so learn the accent from the UFC, the greatest of all time, Conor McGregor. He's a fatty, a wee boy. Betty big. Why don't blind people go skydiving? Because it scares the hell out of their guide dogs. What's wrong with you people? What kind of chocolate do you find in airports? Plain. Oh. What language is bro speaking? Well, I was doing a little bit of an Irish accent. The guy asked us if I was a wee bit Irish. But no, I'm from New Zealand. This is a New Zealand accent. I can do Australian for you if that helps. Kangaroo, didgeridoo, koala, shrimp on a barbie. Maybe that does it for you, mate. My wife told me she needed space, so I locked her out of the house. High five. Bean, I can't say that. I can't read that out, Bean. I can't do it, mate. Sanjay's hitting hard. That was a good one, Sanjay. That was one I could read out for once, Sanjay. Again, you can read them all for yourself, guys. Just some of them I'll get in trouble on YouTube if I say some of this stuff. Anybody else? Oh, there's lots of typing going on. Oh, make sure you do check that spelling error. Yeah, I bet. There's 12 people here. Somebody's typing and making a lot of mess ups going, "Oh, shit, I typed it wrong. I gotta put quote marks here. I gotta figure out how to write this out." Hey, takes you a minute, doesn't it? What itchy back, Chad? I've got itchy back. Oh, she's good. I need one of those back scratchers, like you said in Family Guy. Back scratcher? Back scratcher. Speaking of which, when is Susie home? I need my back scratcher back. Okay. 2 out of 10. Do better, Sanjay. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can do better. And what was the one that... What are we going to pin out? We've got to find something. A rooster lays an egg on the apex of a roof. Which way does it roll? Well, roosters don't lay eggs. Chickens lay eggs. Rooster lays an egg on an apex of a roof. Which way does it roll? Why is there an egg in a rooster? That's my question. The correct answer. Okay. I thought I was having a freaking moment. Okay, good. How dare you assume the rooster's gender? I'm just going off the information I got given, so that's on you. Good sir. I rebuke you in the name of Jeebus. I rebuke everything you said. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The rooster, in my opinion. My opinion is the rooster came first. That's how all that happened. Rooster came first indeed, exactly. Used to know so many. Chicken came out of the rooster's rib, in the egg. Yeah. I've never actually figured that. I that does stump me on logic, because it would stand to reason that something wouldn't develop egg laying. What? So you know what I mean? Like, chickens come out of eggs. So how do you get chickens come out of eggs, right? So how did you get the egg that made that chicken? There can't be an egg if there was no chicken to lay it. And it doesn't work. Somebody tell me. I'm lost on the logic. How can you go, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Technically, the chickens come out of eggs. So unless there was a chicken that didn't come out of an egg, and somehow that chicken then laid an egg, where did the chicken come from before that? Space dust? Was it made by Jeebus? I don't know. So many questions. This is why I don't ask myself these questions in life, because you never get a bloody answer. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. You can have a pin on that one. 10 out of 10, Misbehaving. 10 out of 10 for Dad Joke, for being online of Dad Joke and making it exactly that right vibe. Dinosaurs. Fine, Sanjay, you can have a pin. Yeah, I'll give you. I'm sorry, I've kicked myself quick. Sanjay says, as I grew older, I think of all the people I lost along the way. Maybe I shouldn't have been a tour guide. Oh. Oh. Shake it off. Shake it off. Eggs were in the ocean. What? Eggs were in the ocean at first, so when the first amphibians came to land, they had to learn to spawn out of water. Okay. But then those things come out of an egg too. And something had to lay that egg, like another fish. So it's really the same question, isn't it? We haven't gained anything by unwrapping this. We've dialed it back from what came first, the chicken or the egg, and yet we're now back to, well, what came first, the fish or the egg? Before it was an amphibian that walked on land that became a chicken. So we've dialed it back to before it was even a chicken. Something came out of the ocean and got legs and became a bird. Right? Okay, I follow that. So we've completely gone with the whole chicken and egg question. We're going back to the source, and we've still got the same problem. What came first, the fish or the egg? We're getting closer. Dinosaur eggs. Okay, yeah. But you're telling me something was born in one way, and then somewhere in its lifetime it started dropping eggs. Because one, you feel me? Too much TV, maybe. Yeah, too many. I always loved the David Attenborough documentary. I won't lie. I always loved a good David Attenborough. Here we are in the Amazon. I can't do a David Attenborough voice apparently. So here we are in the Amazon. I don't know. I have to work on that. I have to see if I can do an Attenborough. I've never tried to do his voice. I'll have to work on that one. I'll get back to you on that one. Somebody remind me about Attenborough in future. I'll have to try and master that one. I'm sure I could do it. One of the voices I can't do Herbert from Family Guy. I could never do the whistle. I could never do the old man voice with the whistle, so I had to give up on that one. My theory is that life was spawned here by a mega fungus. We're here to make the conditions right for a mega fungi. So the planet needs to basically just be like a big rotting piece of wood. It needs to be damp. Are we the father to a new race of psilocybins? Is that what you're proposing, Kurth? We're the keepers of the future psilocybins for the whole universe or something. Is that what you're saying? Plausible. Could be. Damp, warm, and nuclear. Okay, yeah, nuclear mushroom. What does nuclear radiation do to a fungus? I wonder. Because I know Chernobyl, all the poison. So all the soil got poisoned at Chernobyl. I wonder what happened with fungi growth with fungus and stuff. I wonder if it thrived more. Maybe it thrived more only, but well, it wouldn't, because without the other greenery around it, it wouldn't have the sufficient shade, would it? It would get too much light. It would dry out too much. There's a fungus that eats it. Well, I'm learning. Kurth, you're a very knowledgeable. You're a knowledgeable fella. You know that. Are we growing plants, or are the plants growing us? We consume them, and in the end, they consume us. Oh. I'm living inside all wood. So yeah, we're living inside timber. So technically, I'm inside a tree right now, like a squirrel. Maybe that's why I'm going nuts. I just realized I'm living like a squirrel, surrounded by timber. I'm literally like a squirrel living in a tree. With my little things, my little nuts around me, my little things that I'm like, oh, I've got this, I've got that. God, I'm a squirrel. I'm literally a squirrel. Bleak. That's what that is. Yeah, you've gone nuts. Yes. Good. Perfect. I hoped I would. I really thank you guys. I've been on YouTube. I always hoped I'd go completely insane. I'm glad that I finally achieved it. I'd like to accept this great honour. I'd like to thank the Academy and my parents for childhood trauma. And yeah, it's good. It's good. The cheese has finally slid off my cracker, apparently. Do you guys believe that conscious Earth is only unique to Earth? I think it can't be, Bean. Now, this all depends. Like, if we're not just being totally lied to about the universe expanding and all, we saw this on the Hubble telescope and whatever. There's supposedly all these planets that do have the conditions for life out there. There's so many of them. It's, it's hundreds of millions of light years and stuff away. Yeah, there's life out there somewhere, but I don't think unless it's quite close, I think we're pretty unlikely to meet it. It's 100 million light years away or something. They're saying there's stuff out there that, could foster life. They could have been fostering life a lot longer than us. There could be planets out there that freaking built spaceships, 3 billion years ago or something. I don't know. They built spaceships. They came and visited Earth 3 billion years ago. Who's to say they didn't come and plant the first life on Earth? I don't know. Maybe they shot escape pods from their planet, or maybe they had some home planet and they have a big Amazon warehouse set up, right? And they just aim things at planets and just shoot life at it. Like, oh, yep, it's got some of these fish in there, and they just package everything in, sprinkle in a few assholes, and shoot it out to bloody Earth. Could be. It was a Dark Side cartoon I saw when I was about 8 years old. I think it's called The Dark Side or something. It was like blue people and whatever. It was God making the Earth, and he was just, and just to make it interesting, he was sprinkling on some jerks out of like a little salt shaker. It's like trees, birds, whatever. He's got all these jars all around him, and one of them said, jerks. So, yeah. The Far Side, I think that's what it was called, the cartoons. They're very well known. They used to do like flip books and stuff in the early 2000s and the 90s. Were they called The Far Side or something, cartoons? I'd like to think there are alternate universe me's existing somewhere. What do you think they're doing? Do you think they're like living some like? Do you think like one's like living as a couch that can talk, or maybe on another planet you look like a dinosaur. Maybe on another planet you're a different species. You could be a pterodactyl. Could be it. Anybody who's wondering what's going on, we just talk shit on here sometimes. Usually we do more serious chats about mental health and stuff, but sometimes where the conversation just goes. What's the stream about? Usually mental health, self-improvement, all that, but at the moment we're just having a hangout. Having a bit of a hangout, but yeah, check out the channel. It's the best option, bro. Check out the channel description stuff. You'll see what I'm all about here. But at the moment, we're just winding down. End of the day. Been working all day, and yeah, we're just hanging out, tell some jokes, and chill out. You should tell us, future boy. You should know. Yeah, well, I'm not really like in the future, right? Unfortunately. I know it's Thursday evening in New Zealand. I know I'm very far in the future, but I'm not that far in the future. I don't have any lottery numbers or anything. Where am I from? I'm from New Zealand. What about yourself, Jay? There's not, because the you in an alternate universe would not be you, nor be you in the same time or place. Yeah, I think she imagined somebody that like looks like her, and so it's a alternate timeline. Perhaps there's what is it? There's that belief that timelines can split and that everything's split. I don't know. I don't get into all that. From South India, yep. Sanjay, yeah, in a caravan, man. You look like James Bond. Oh, I could do a James Bond. Do 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 do. Yeah, I could definitely do it. I could definitely go as James Bond. You make it happen, mate. You take a screenshot and you send it in and be like, look, I've got a new Daniel Craig for you. I've got a new James Bond for the films. Get a suit on, get a nice tux. I reckon I could pull it off. I could pull it off. Must be a megaspore mold, cold and full of mold. Love it, mate. Love it. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of the dad joke thing because apparently now we're talking about bloody astrophysics. We're getting astrophysics. People are theorizing about the universe at the moment. We're asking the alien questions, apparently. All right. You're not a Chinese. You look like an American Bond. I don't look like a Chinese James Bond. What a Chinese James Bond do I look like? I look like an American James Bond. Apparently, I look like James Bond, but from Texas. Dog, can you not? I'm trying to be James Bond at the moment, apparently. Apparently, I could make a good James Bond. How well would I do in Bollywood? Maybe I should go become a Bollywood star. What do you reckon? I could become a Bollywood star in India. Yeah, I reckon it. You know what I actually always hope for on here? One thing I thought of is I'd like to become quite well known in India on YouTube. There's 1 billion people there. You know, I'm a skinny guy, but I've got some muscle and stuff on. There's all these Indian guys that want to put on muscle and they want to be big and strong and get women and stuff. I think I need a large Indian audience. How do I make that happen if I only speak English? How do I get and break into the India market? Do I need to become a Bollywood movie star or something? That could work. What about if I could move to India and become a Bollywood star? That could work. James Blonde? Well, I'm not blonde. I'm more brunette. I'm brown hair. I got brown hair here, and here, and here, and here. It's all brown hair. Mr. Bean is a type of James Bond. Bean. Johnny English. Yes, Johnny English. I'm from Nepal, so I watch only Hollywood. I don't know, said Nepal. Interesting. Cool place. Everest. That's. What about Everest, mate? Sherpa. I suppose not everybody does the job. Obviously, there's lots of jobs in Nepal. You need a large Indian audience. Just live wherever you are. Indians will find you. No need to go to India. God. Yeah, I have to get famous in India somehow, my friends. I have to find a way. So happy to be here, bro. You're a proper mate. I'm feeling way better. Thanks for having me around. Really appreciate it for Michael Price or young Joe Rogan. Not different. I'll just put a word in with the real Joe Rogan stuff. Just make me famous, guys. Make me famous. If you do like the content, hit the like button. I don't know. You get used to me. Some days I'm very serious on here. Some days we're joking around. It's just whatever, right? Like life isn't like. I don't want to make all serious content about like self-improvement and like mental health and like that. I do like to have a wind down, but sometimes I'll be doing a workout and I'll be in a different mood. I'll be like pissed off at myself for not working out for a week, and I'll be like, all right, guys, I'm smashing out some push-ups. Join if you want, whatever. And then other days we said, I don't know. I just do so much different stuff on here. I think the sun will destroy the solar system before the universe expanding will affect anything. I think it'd take us a long time to get anywhere, to be honest, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe leaders have been traveling over, so maybe they figured it out like 50 years ago. Maybe they're already traveling hundreds of light years away. We wouldn't know about the tech, would we? If the government had made a tech like that if the Roswell crash happened and after 50 years they figured out, hey, we can actually make a light speed ship and da-da-da-da-da, who's to say they're not sending hundreds of people off planet already? I don't know. How do we know? I don't think they'd tell us. They don't tell us anything anyway. I think if they did, whatever they know, they don't tell us. It's all right. I don't worry about it. You can only, you only see what you see, I suppose. Nobody knows. Well, my phone's down to 5% apparently. That's no good. That's no good. Where's me charger? I'm going to put it over here. got to get my heater and battery, try and sort the charger, then the phone has a reconnect for a moment on the internet. It's all going wrong, chat. I don't know what happened to the donation goal thing I put up. I put up a 1 hour donation goal thing if we got like 5 super chats. I was into 100 push-ups or something just for a bit of a laugh, but it didn't even appear on my end. I don't know. Oh, hang on. I got to stop the whole everything falling off the table. Oh, joys of phones. I mean, geez, I've probably been streaming for a total of 5-6 hours today across the 2 streams, surely. Probably 5 hours, right? Something like that. So, phone battery's done alright, I suppose. I don't think aliens have visited Earth. Bureaucracy is the bane of secrets. At some point, everything leaks. Yeah, I suppose. What do you call a factory that makes okay products? A satisfactory. It's good. I like that. It's a nice, wholesome dad joke. I like it. I love it. Fun or serious is actively helping you go. That's it, miss. We just vibe on whatever's going on, right? As I say, Mitchell Carter, how are you, mate? Hey, mate, how are you? We're just hanging out. Yeah, we're just hanging out tonight, guys. Sometimes we're having more serious topics and stuff, and if anybody, as always, needs help, mental health, self-improvement, you have a question, you can dive in and ask whatever, but yeah, beyond that, we're just hanging out. I was going to get the heater on. That's what I was going to do, but the heater is behind the phone. Hang on. I'm going to have to... Hang on. I got to move. We're going to have to reshuffle again, alright? Lean on the blender instead. Because, you know, I'm a fully set up streamer here with everything. As I say, a stream reality. So you just need a phone, and you need a blender to lean it on, and you're good to go. Pretty shit, to be honest. Alright, what's going on, Mitchell? That's honestly what I mostly do here, mate, is self-improvement stuff, bro. So that's our main point of the channel, is help people struggling with anything and stuff, bro. So if there's anything you want to talk about, bro, what's shit? How can we help you, my bro? We all got shit days sometimes, man. Hopefully that heater's not too loud, guys. Sorry if it is. It's over the other side of the room. Alright, dog, stop scratching. Yeah, if you got something you want to talk about, bro, just let us know. I better get these burger patties out and a bit of cheese. So we're going to have some burger patties tonight. We don't have any bread with them. We'll put some cheese on them and some jalapenos and stuff. Right. Yep. Yeah, we'll just give Mitch a minute. If he wants to say something, he will. He knows the drill, so all good. What else we got? We got some steak there. Throw that in tonight for dinner as well. Oh, with the burger paste with steak, or we got beef sausages. We got some beef sausages too. Maybe her plan might be to do a mild curry sausages with that. So I will check with Susie later. But for the moment, I think I'll just get that. Oh, she did. There is pickles. Oh, a couple more rolls of cheese. Yep, a couple more rolls of cheese there. She did a little stock up today, so it's good. Yeah, hang on, I'm just going to get some stuff out of here. Pickle. Good evening from Whangarei. G'day, Toffee. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Hope your week's well. That's, that just made me think of, I haven't heard from Kindness Off Grid in the last day or so. I hope Kindness is doing well. But yeah, hey, Susie got some peri Nando's sauce. I'm sorry it's written backwards, but you get the idea. We'll try that this eve, I suppose. She hasn't opened it yet. Yeah. Did I just get that cheese out or not? Am I having a moment? I think I am. Yep, I'm having a moment. Factoring in every ancestor surviving to reproductive age for millions of years, Brings the odds of you existing to 1 in... I don't even know how to say that. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is for you to be alive right now, you were on the winning side of everything, essentially. Your ancestors lived to reproduce, right? Like, since the beginning of humans, you're the end product. Of all the people that got villages raided, burned down, all the wars, everything, right? You're the surviving people that survived everything that's ever happened to mankind. Your bloodline is already done. That's why you're here. And think of all the different wars and the Vikings destroying things and everything that's happened, right? So for you to be alive right now, I almost feel like guilt for that at times, right? Like what I think of what my ancestors must have gone through to survive for me to exist now, and how ungrateful we are, and how much we waste our time on Earth, and these things get me thinking. These things do get me thinking. This is the kind of shit I ruminate on in my head when I shouldn't. What's going on with Mitch? Right, I'm sorry, Mitch is one. There we go. Sum it up, my girlfriend left me because of resentment after 8 years. I used to be quite an angry person, definitely had my problems. What hers is most is she agrees I've changed. You'll never be enough for the wrong person, Mitchell. That's what I'd say. That sucks, bro. But, yeah, the resentment is a hard one, right? Yeah, when you've changed, it's just she feels the way she feels in that. But it's alright, like now she agrees you've changed the person, and you can carry that on forward into the next thing, right? Just don't let that anger take back over from the hurt from this, right? It's always, in my experience for myself and a lot of my friends I've seen, it's always the worst relationship. It's the biggest hurt they go through. It's that real hard thing. A couple of years later, they meet the person they're actually meant to be with. You know, the person that's actually meant to run with. That's what I've seen just time and time again. Has anybody else seen that? Where it's always the worst, craziest relationship and stuff, or that, and you learn and grow on that. But it's kind of like those relationships that fail are like, did you learn enough yet? And what you took into the next one, right? Biggest mistake of her life. There you go, man. Well, there you go. So it's good to see you got the right opinion on that. Then, yep, good. You understand that you've won and you found out early, right? I'm glad you're taking from that more positive way, bro. Because for me, it's I try to be a bit delicate, right? But yeah, my honest opinion is, as soon as you're single out of a relationship, you're free. You've got your whole life ahead of you to do whatever you want, right? Essentially, you've got rather than that person leaving you in 30 years and there's kids and a mortgage and all this stuff's tied into it, and they go, I'm leaving, I'm done. The sooner it happens, the sooner the sooner the girlfriend cheats on you after a month when you're 17 or whatever. It's like, cool, like you've learned the lessons early. It sucks that people treat each other that way, but that's how you learn about people, right? I'm gonna have a pickle. Let's see if I can open a pickle jar. After all my push-ups and shit, alright, let's see if I can open a bloody pickle jar. Good, I can open a pickle jar. Look at that. Look how big and strong this man is. Like and subscribe, folks. Look at this absolute stallion of a man. What an inspiration. Just an absolute top tier human being. Sorry, I'm just going to have a pickle. Not in a pickle. I'm just going to have a pickle real quick. Alright. Been on here quite a while, chat. I need some pickle. Pickle Rick. Not anymore. I have to cut it up. Alright, dog is staring at you. Yeah. Especially she usually doesn't stare at the camera, but only when you come and res. Oh. You keep an eye on him. Yeah, that res one. You keep an eye on that res one. Keep an eye. Keep an eye. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I usually don't eat vegetables, but somehow you people have got me eating gherkins. I don't know. In moderation, I don't mind. Upper wants a pickle. I don't know if dogs could have pickles and stuff. I always want a pickle. It's a bit confusing because I've got a word limit. Thanks, man. I really want to. Sick of it life. Oh, yeah. It'll work out, mate, if you need any advice. Congratulations, the clown has spawned. 0.002% spawn chance. Have an amazing day and night. Thank you, Daddy Clown. Much appreciated, mate. Sanjay, I can't read out that joke. Someone out there is wait. There you go, Gabrielle says to Mitchell. Her loss, someone out there is waiting to meet you and love you for all you are. Don't waste any more time stressing yourself over here. There you go, mate. Great bit of advice there from Gabrielle. I like your mindset. You've been an absolutely wonderful addition to the channel there, Gabrielle. I do appreciate you, mate. You're onto it. How are you going, Gabrielle? You having a good week now, mate? Trucking along. Resentment was mostly why my marriage dissolved after 10 years of marriage, and the alcoholism afterwards made it very difficult to have any kind of relationship between us. So we could co-parent. Yeah. Yeah. Very difficult one you've got there. Lightweb. Lightwood has a great point. You never bring your trash bag back in off the curb. It's the city's problem now. Oh, I never been that much of a gherkin fan, but now very good. Not usually my kind of food, I must say. Phone doesn't fall over. Alcohol was a big part of it, yeah. For me too, bro. For me too, yeah. You messed up. Still want to be with her with all your heart. It's a tricky one, man. Like, you messed up, but she said you improved. But at the end of the day, she's still walking away. So it just sounds a lot like apparently she forgives you, like almost forgives you, right? And understands that you've changed and you've grown, but still resents you. It just sounds like mind games to me. That's what it sounds like to me as mind games, I would have thought. Where it's, you have grown, and after 8 years, it's like, I've got resentment for you, but, you've changed. They agree you've changed. They agree you've tried and done the work, and they still won't accept you, and they've stuck around and sort of, I imagine, said, well, if you improve this, I'll stay around, and then you improve it, and then they change that, right? It doesn't really, some things you can't move past, yes, it's just how people feel sometimes, I guess. But, you're not your past, bro. I mean, it is what it is, right? You can never control other people, right? So there'll be something else out there, but yeah, I mean, I've certainly had relationships like that ended badly, and I definitely wish they'd been on different terms. But again, it's like there's relationships I could have gone back into 10 years ago and stuff like that, but then I never would have met Susie, right? So it's just, I don't know. We'll just get rid of that one, Sanjay. That's a bad. We can't have that, Sanjay. Actually, yes, we can. It's just a joke. He's still telling jokes. It's dad jokes, all right. We'll go it. Just, yeah, I can't read it out on YouTube. I was going to get rid of it for a second, but no, that's all right. That's all right. I'll pass that one. You lost on Siege. What is that, Rez? Is that a game or something? I don't know. Alright, I'm a dip. Laters, man. Happy sleeping. Good to see you, Kerr. Thank you for being here, good sir. It's been a pleasure. At least for me and my ex-wife, we both need to own our faults and apologise to one another. Yep. So, she helped you change for the better and help it get past the past resentment. I mean, ask her that question. You know, like, how does the resent feel to her? Why she's so angry that happened? It's like, well, you ask her, well, what would make this right? What in your mind would in any way possibly make this feel better? What would do it? But I mean, it just depends if you gotta be careful. Some people are playing with your emotions. Some people are manipulative without realizing. So, like obviously, I don't know the person, right? I'm not in the relationship, so you have the perspective that none of us can, right? So you got to factor that. So that's why I don't want to go too deep on it or accuse anybody of anything. Essentially, right? It's just I'd try ask you, like you've got this resentment and whatever. Like how can we make it better? Logically, you'd want to go and give her good experiences. You'd want to make sure you're keeping promises to her and stuff. Surprise her with something maybe. I don't know, but you'd have to be on maybe better terms, right? But go out to a nice restaurant occasionally. Not $500, not something crazy, But hey, like maybe she just wants to go out a bit more. Maybe she wants to want to get out of the house a bit more or something. What would what ask her maybe what would you actually fully turning up feel like for her? What would be the dream? How are you meant to turn up each day? What you know? But I don't know. It just depends if you might be past that point of conversation, right? Even if people change, it doesn't erase the mistakes before that, but changing is still necessary. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's things I've learned a lot in relationships, and I've had exes thank me like after they were married. They've come and thanked me and been like, oh, like I was with you and da da da, and I never could have made this relationship work if like we had all the stuff that happened and the way things went and what we learned from that. I think that's always it. I think it's the relationship that hurts you the most at the end of it, and you learn from the most. I think it's after that you find the. I think that's where people always seem to find, you know, just different in who you pick next time. You pick, yeah, carefully. I suppose. Oh no, just to me, it just felt right. Like with Susie, it just felt right. It just worked. Like day one, it just worked. It was just the energy, right? You just knew the energy between us talking and whatever, and then within a week it was really clear, and then it's just gone from there. People with malignant narcissistic personality disorders in relationships are impossible to deal with. Mm. I think a lot of us have all kinds of problems. I think a lot of people struggle with relationships. You try and put two lives together. I think honesty is key. I think being open about everything. Like me and Susie just talk about everything, right? Like I'm not hiding things from the missus. I'm not out drinking or sneaking around. Like I think that's a lot of what I hear of relationships and stuff. Is like people sneaking around, keeping secrets from their wife, and getting their buddies to lie because they want to go fishing and that. I don't know how much of an actual thing that is, but I've just never been that way with Susie ever. Like I've never lied to Susie ever. It's just well, I'm going out and doing this and this is happening and whatever, right? And we're just building a life together. I don't know. Neither of us really have. Like we have friends we talk to and stuff, but we're not out hanging out with friends and stuff. We're always around each other. Most of the time you can keep a relationship going, but at what consequences are you faking it? Is it meant to be? Yeah, yeah, yeah. If it feels like you're chewing gravel every day and it's not changing, that's usually the exit, right? Someone's like saying, what can I do for someone to love me? And truthfully, there is nothing. It's on the opposite to either genuinely feel love or not. Yeah, you can only do what you can do. For some people, things are just never enough. I don't know. There's so many ways to look at it. But you do always have to respect the other person's wishes, right? Like you can't demanding someone be with you or something is never love, right? It's just like me and Susie have had our arguments like anybody, right? Like we'll disagree over things and so right, that's how it goes. But we always work it out. Like it's never been a major really. Like there was one time I sent Susie, she just went and stayed at her parents for a night. And that was just like I need you to go. Like I had so much going on and stress and not sleeping. I'm like I just like I've been around you every day for like a year. Like, can I just have a couple of days to myself right now? And like it wasn't like we'd split up or anything. It was just like I just need a couple of days just to like decompress. I was getting too stressed out with the YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Just everything else going on. I just needed a couple of days just to sit here and be alone. But no, it'll work out fine. Yeah. I do struggle with it. I struggle with relationships being like autistic ADHD of like having someone in my close space all the time. I obviously living in a caravan, it can become a bit full on for me. Like I'm usually fine. It's just yes. Just one time I was just like I'm not mad at you, like, but I really need like just a couple of days to just like have a bed to myself and just sleep and just think. I was really stressed out. And I said to her, I don't really feel like you being around me right now. It's not gonna be good. I just need a couple of days, man. That was a few months ago, A few months ago, I was like, dude, just a couple of days. I just need to think and be sure, like this is everything. This is what I want in life. And I was having like a bit of a breakdown crisis, and she was like, "Is there anything I can do?" I'm like, "Please, like, can you just leave me be for a couple of days? Like, I just need to actually stop and be able to think." There, you're a cool streamer. Oh, thanks, Riz. I appreciate it, mate. There. Thanks, mate. I feel your patronising tap. Thanks, Riz. I love it, mate. Sometimes some things come to an end. It may not be what we want. It's like the Stones song goes. Yeah. If she left, it means she can't move past whatever you did, which is what happens in life. Just live and learn. Yeah. Sometimes the damage is done, but it doesn't mean there isn't something better in your future. It doesn't mean life isn't worth living or something. It means that there's you learn through failure, right? It's like sometimes you total a car. Sometimes you crash a car for one mistake. You crash a car and it is so effed. It is nothing but scrap metal. It doesn't matter how much you try and fix it. It's just not worth it. But you can get another car, perhaps a slightly newer one, slightly younger model. You know what I mean. Get yourself one with lower mileage, maybe. Always good. You always want, low mileage vehicles are good. Oh, we're falling over. No, that's holding up the phone. I can't have an olive because the olives are holding up the phone. There we go. Not necessarily resentment, though, yeah. Yeah, I would say as well. It depends. Like, when did this breakup happen? Is this like you've been this way for weeks, or is she just like, you know, oh no, has she like moved out of the house and stuff? Is it fully over, or is it just she's like, oh, I want to end this? I don't know. Situations are complicated as always, right? Oh, I think I might have to call it a night, guys. I've been streaming for like 5 hours today. I've been working. I got up at a bit later today. Got up at like 6:30 today, so it was a bit later. But yeah, long day. If you look at my last stream, been working in the garage. And I only streamed some of the working in the garage. I've been in there for hours today, moving cars and stuff. And, oh, I'm shattered. I will give you guys a minute to wrap up this conversation. Though I'm just going to use the little streamers room. All right, nobody wants to hear that, so I'm going to mute the mic. But you guys finish up the conversation. Hey, I can I can do a couple more minutes, 2 or 3 more minutes, guys. Just give me. I'm back. You enjoying my pillow there? Yeah? Is that right? Am I keeping you up or something? Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Me. Quite comfy there? You waiting for Mama? You waiting for Mama to get home? You've drooled on my pillow, you know. I didn't realise you were on my pillow. Because usually the blankets are over it. You know that? Is that right? Count your blessings, you'll be off here in a minute, dog. You're very lucky. You know how many dogs aren't allowed on the bed? Yeah, you know how well loved you are, hey? Well, that's alright, mate. Just trying to think of something to say to her, to be honest. Come in time, Mitchell. She feels how she feels at the moment, man. I'd probably just give her a little space, maybe, bro. To be honest. Probably give her some space, man, and just see how it goes. You know, she needs time to think as well, obviously, right? Smiths, yeah. Oh, it's been a long. I listened to Smiths a long time ago. Yeah. Very interesting conversation tonight, guys. I think we always learn something, you know. Here, we always, you know, sometimes we just have a good laugh, and you know, everyone's going well, and sometimes it's just there's a lot people are dealing with that we end up talking about, and you know, it's very interesting that we get everyone's experiences. You know, it's not just here's my experience as a streamer. It's we get everybody sort of just talking about relationships, and very interesting the wavelengths everybody here's on. G'day, Mickey Lloyd. How are you, mate? How's your week going there, Mickey? How's old Mickey Lloyd? Always a pleasure to see you, Mickey. Mickey usually does from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome. I miss that, Mickey. I miss the drawn out full energy one, Mickey. Makes me feel special, you know. We're almost together. Much love to all my people in here. Thank God it's Friday tomorrow. Oh, that kind of week, eh, Mick? That kind of week has it been, eh? I hope you're doing all right, mate. Hope you're doing all right. What's your plans for the weekend there, Mick? I reckon Mick's going 4x4ing, or he's going fishing or something. Tell us something positive. Tell us some good plans there, Mick. Hero D stream. Oh, it's Dennis live, is he? Alright, yeah, I'll head over there. Alright, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm going to go over and mod for my man, Men of Action D-Bird, because The streams have been pretty crazy lately, with trolls and stuff, so we're trying to mitigate that situation. So I'm going to go serve the guy who inspired Men of Action is the YouTube channel. It's probably not for most people, but maybe some of you will like it. But he's pretty, he can get pretty grumpy. He can say some stuff I definitely don't agree with at times, but I will always support D. I do like D-Bird. He's got his own way, and he inspired me to make a channel and serve others, so I always support my D-Bird. Thank you to my mods for being here. Thank you, Mitchell, for the conversation, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for reaching out. And to everyone else here, been a pleasure of an evening as always. If you guys have any other stuff to discuss, and you want to like sort of just pick one of my old lives or something, you can always drop a comment there from like way back. Just pick a random live, and you can delete your comment once we talk a little. If you ever need something and you don't really want to talk about it here, just bury it somewhere in like some random live. I don't know. You can ask a question. At least I'll get notified. All right, guys. I'll try and get some shorts up in the next couple of days. It'll just be like a garage one, the garage work I've been doing. I have been thinking about starting to upload like clips from the live here as shorts, or doing talks to camera as my shorts rather than these like edited quote ones. I guess it's more in alignment with the channel and what we do on this bit. So I'll see how we go, guys. But yeah, we're nearly at 2,000 subs. It's creeping up day by day. I still don't know what we're going to do to celebrate 2,000 subs. We'll do something on stream. To celebrate 1,000 subs, I did 1,000 push-ups. But I really don't. I'm not overly keen to do 2,000 push-ups this week. I got too much going on for all that kind of shenanigans. But somebody suggested maybe we just head on down to the beach. We do a live stream at the beach and just let the dogs, get the dogs running around on live on the beach and whatever. And yeah, see how we get on. G'day, Jake. How are you, man? We're just heading off, Jake. We're just wrapping up, man. I've been on here like 5 hours today across different streams, so I'm pretty burnt out, man. I'm going to be back on. I'll probably be back on tomorrow, guys. Again, I'll see how I feel as I'm flowing through the day. I always try and do the evening chat. I'm just not sure I'll stream something during the day. You may get me appear for a workout at 7 in the morning tomorrow, or you may have me not appear till 5 p.m. Or you may have me appear at like 11 or 10 a.m. in the garage. I don't know. You never know. This is why I don't schedule stuff, because who knows? If I schedule it, it puts pressure on me, and I'm like, oh, ADHD. It's like I've got an appointment later. So you get what you get. Make sure you check out, go to the channel and make sure you put all notifications on. If you're ever struggling with like mental health, motivation, discipline, all that kind of stuff, you're stressed out, whatever, do check out my shorts. I try and make them something that you guys can like look to and find messages that help you, save the ones you like. Immerse your soul in love. Great words, Powder. Great words. Yeah. The negative never served us, right? All the negative thoughts I ever had never really did anything good for me, right? So now when they come in, I'm just like, okay, well, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole again, because I already know where that road goes. It's like, well, let's see where the other road where it goes, All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Much appreciated. I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you all keep well. If I don't see you, have a good, safe weekend. Don't drink and drive. Look after your friends, all that kind of thing, right? Don't do anything silly. Make good decisions. Make good choices on your weekend. Have fun. Make good choices. And I'll see you next time. All right? Shout out to Radiohead for that one. Immerse yourself in life. Oh, Radiohead. Yes, Radiohead. I need to listen to some radio. I'll screenshot before I forget, because I have a memory of a goldfish at times. All right, thank you, guys. We nearly hit 60 likes. We nearly made it. That's awesome. 59, I suppose. It says 58, but yeah. Thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to head over to the Men of Action channel. Men of Action. I'm going to be modding over there. And before bed, while I'm modding for Men of Action, I'm going to get in some push-ups and some squats. So I'll probably do like 100 push-ups right now, 100 squats or something like that. Oh, tucking me out for the day. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good eat. Peace out. Got to get these muscles on. Got to get some push-ups done tonight.